Welcome back, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We're doing the recap for today. It is January the 13th, 2022 here. And I've got a red day recap, unfortunately. And, I just feel like there's been a bit of a continuation in this very slow market in this small cap world. It just doesn't seem to be, things are really moving hard and in the right direction. And the things that are, I'm not having a good time trading those. And so we'll dive into today's recap. I'll show you the performance here real quick and show you how the day unfolded. First trade of the day was a nasty one, so I'll review that. It was on DAVE. And from there, I was just not able to, it was a big loss from the start on the first trade, and that kind of set the tone for the day in a way. Tried a few other trades, GMVD, which just more red trades, didn't work out for me, and my two last trades on GMVD, I turned the corner, but it was just the winners were so small, so it really just didn't impact it much at all. And then I took my last trade on BBIG. So let's go ahead and look at those and show you where I ended the day. So 9 trades today, 3 of them green, 6 of them red. So not good numbers at all there. Try my best here, but like I said, I think the market is kind of slow right now. We've kind of been this slump. The S&P overall market, we had a big sell-off today. Pretty drastic. So there's that. I mean, that could be a bit of correlation there. But yeah, just not much, of the movement I like to see in the small cap world. So DAVE, this was my first trade. And, I waited. I didn't jump right into the market, just guns a-blazing. I just wanted to see kind of what was going to settle and what was going to have movement. Sometimes the first thing in the morning, as soon as the market opens, things go crazy, and then certain stocks continue on, and the other ones fade. So I like to kind of see where things start to settle. And to me, DAVE was starting to pose a good setup here. And what happened here was we had a nice move up here, a just nice gradual run. And then we ran into this area here where we popped again and started pushing higher highs. And so this whole zone was good, but then again, it didn't have any like super clean breakouts. We did have one right here, but it kind of pulled back. But then we had this huge move up right here. And this one led right into a halt. So I didn't even trade this thing until after that halt. My idea, which usually works out on a lot of small cap stocks like this when they show that strength and momentum and going into a halt, is that you have kind of 2 ways, I mean 3 ways technically, but on the bullish side of things, there is the chance that, okay, when this thing opens up, it just boom continues on higher and runs even higher from that halt point. Or sometimes you'll have a pullback and then another rip up. And once again, that's just on the bullish side of things. Of course, there's bearish, and this was definitely the bearish move today. But my thought was, okay, let me, I'm eyeballing it, I'm watching it. Let me wait for it to pull back. I want to get a good price here, buy in, and then go for that next leg higher. That's exactly what I did, and thank God I did it with not a huge share size. So I was a little bit more better on my share size. I didn't go in with a massive size in case this didn't work out, and that was the case. It didn't work out, but my issue is that I just didn't cut the loser long enough. I wanted a bounce, we didn't get it, and I should have sold and kept holding. So that was my mistake here today. Bought in on the dip. I think it was around 7:30 or 7:20, and it just starts selling off hard after that. And that was my cue to get out, and I didn't, and I kept holding. And lo and behold, ended up selling right down in here and around the 660 area. So that was, a $240 loser. and or $250 lose. It could have been way worse had I been, you know, much bigger in my share size. So I'm lucky that it didn't go super hard on my share size, but that was a really bad trade, and it did bounce eventually. And you know, that's always kind of the thought on these huge sell-offs, is you start telling yourself it's like it's going to bounce at some point, and I want to be there for the bounce just to get out, you know, in order for damage control here. But yep, sure enough, you get a you know, a huge sell-off and, you know, a little bit of bounce there, but not very significant. So anyways, that was kind of the big loser for today. I did go over to, what was the next one? GMVD and then BBIG. So I had a majority of the trades on GMVD, and this one just bugged the hell out of me. I had a tough time with this because what happened was we had these two initial spikes in the day. Well, I didn't trade it then. It came back, pulled back pretty hard, and then consolidated sideways. Then goes for another run. So after this whole area here, I'm interested in getting in, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm thinking we have the potential to start possibly breaking some of these highs. That might not, you know, might go retest 420, so be conscious of that. But I started hopping in. There was a few different tries that I gave this one right in here, thinking we would break 410. Never did. So it was getting in, getting out, and just taking these losses. And then, you know, we finally get the sell-off here and realize, oh shit, that's not going to work out. And then we get kind of that consolidation again and thinking, okay, well, this is still on the board. It still has potential. I'm still looking at this area here, you know, that 405 area. We got a quick break on this candle here, but it wasn't, you know, a hard sell-off after that. So I dabbled and tried to get in and out, and it was not working out, and I should have respected the resistance a little bit more here, and I just thought we would have a breakout, never got it, and I took, you know, quite a few losses on it. Some of them, well, there were two that were significant. The other ones were a little bit smaller, and it just, you know, kind of bugged the hell out of me. I couldn't, this wasn't working, and I kept going for it. So I should have just called it on this one, stepped away maybe on the, you know, second or third try. But last trade here was BBIG, and let me see if I'll get the numbers for you on this one. I tried to enter this one. Oh, so I did have two trades on it. One of them I think was break even. 357, 355. Okay, so that one, the first one was a winning trade there, and yeah, the second one was a flat trade. It was at 372. It was more towards the highs. And it was, I really didn't have my eyes on BBIG until later in the day, because it really, to me, wasn't moving a whole bunch until we started getting up into these levels. And by that time, I think it was just kind of overextended, but I wanted to see if it had some momentum. Pretty impressive move here. You know, it looked like it was kind of maybe reaching the top, turns over, but then it has a nice big green candle and kind of blows past that high. So that's kind of where I was all interested in that one. Like I said, the first one was a winning trade. Got in at 357, then 355, and sold at 361. So not a huge winner there, really. Small scalp trade, but it was in the right direction. So that's really it for me today on how I did. It's unfortunate. I mean, you know, down another $500 and basically wiping out profits from yesterday. So yesterday was a $500 winner day. So just wiping out today's progress, and it just feels like I'm spinning my wheels. So I want to hear from you guys to find out if you guys are feeling the same way. I know a lot of you made comments in the past couple of days just saying, yeah, I feel like the small caps are no good right now. So, and, you know, I'm absolutely confident we're going to have a turnaround at some point and small caps will go crazy. It's just a matter of when, and having the patience and the discipline not to overtrade in these days. And today, I think, you know, overtrading a little bit, there were just not a lot of good setups. I would have been better just sitting on the sidelines and waiting for just a seriously good setup, which I wasn't really patient for. So that was my my flaw today. So hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Let me know how you did today, and we'll see you tomorrow on Friday, last day of the week. Hopefully it's a green one for you, and we'll see you then.